For more, we cross live to SABC News reporter Ayanda Mhlongo. Good afternoon, Ayanda. We heard a little bit from the Secretary General, but what stood out for you as he was addressing the media?
Very good afternoon, Nastasia. Good afternoon to our viewers at home. Well, I think, Nastasia, to sum up, as you're saying, what the Secretary General of the ANC is saying is, one, him being rather realistic about the current situation that the ANC is faced with here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Of course, as he had said there, that the party suffered a major setback, and what they need to do now is, of course, to assess the situation on the ground, to assess the state of the organization as they try to map a way forward. He has said that it's not going to be easy. He does understand that once you lose ground, it is often quite difficult for them or for anyone to regain lost ground. They're mentioning in that clip that we've just heard the Western Cape, and how after losing the Western Cape province, it's been difficult for the ANC to regain control of that. And of course, we've also seen, Nastasia, here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, right down at local government level, the local municipalities that the ANC has lost, and how difficult it has been for the party to be able to regain control of those municipalities. However, they're saying that they are hopeful that they are going to be able to basically put their house back in order. And it starts with the branches. You'd note that the emergence of the MK party also took a lot of members of the ANC, and the ANC leaders have acknowledged that, and for them it's going to start there. They have to start now from the ground up, Nastasia, and that will include them rebuilding their branches from the ground up. In some areas, you understand that the branches no longer exist. All members of some branches left to join them Konto Wesizwe party, and then from branches they then move up to the regional structures, right up to the province. And of course, speaking about the province, one of the discussions or the conversations around members of the ANC in the province has been calls for the disbandment of the Provincial Executive Committee, with some members of the ANC not happy, saying that they had warned the ANC that under the current leadership of the ANC in particular in this province, that they were not going to be able to do well in this election. And of course, the results then speak for themselves. So there has been some cause for the party leaders to disband KwaZulu-Natal, especially if the ANC now wants to put in place plans as we move towards the 2026 and the 2029 general election. The Secretary of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula, quite clear that that's not the work, that's not on the plan yet, that the NWC was simply here in the province to, of course, assess the situation and then for them to map out a way forward. But the question is going to remain, Nastasia, that this is the leadership that has brought the ANC, they've lost their majority just under 17%, a major setback for the party. Are they going to be able to move forward with this political party? Of course, with this leadership, I beg your pardon. Of course, a lot of the blame also being put on former President Jacob Zuma and his formation of the MK party. They have also, thirdly, acknowledged the fact that, yes, there were a number of challenges related to service delivery as well, which they feel a lot of people were disillusioned, no longer had faith in the ANC, but they still remain hopeful that despite the fact that the ANC is now under a government of provincial unity here in KwaZulu-Natal, that they are going to be able to step up in terms of a service delivery and regain the confidence that the people of this province have lost in the ANC. So still a lot of work, Nastasia, ahead for the ANC. It's not going to be easy, as the leaders have acknowledged. The Secretary was speaking to us, of course, on the sidelines of the second day of the NWC's visit, which was led by ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa. So later on, we are hoping to get a word in from the President once they wrap up the day. What is currently happening now is that they're engaging with the Provincial Executive Committee, and they're also getting reports from the different regions that the leaders of the NWC had visited yesterday. From that, then, they hope to then come up with a comprehensive plan, I suppose, that they will then present to the National Executive Committee, which will then direct in which way this ANC in the province is going to take. But still, a long way ahead for the ANC in this province, Nastasia.
A long way indeed, Ayanda Mhlongo. Thank you so much for that update. That is our SABC News reporter, Ayanda Mhlongo, taking us through that. And of course, we will be keeping abreast with some of the developments on that front.